Welcome to the 2016 Charge Conference training. This module will explain how to access and complete the 2017 Ministerial Support Form. Please pay particular attention as the training proceeds because new questions have been added to the form and a new system is in place for submitting the form when it's completed. To access the Ministerial Support Form for 2017, you must go to the South Carolina Conference webpage. The address is in the green box at the bottom of the screen. Point your cursor to the link for email church login. From the drop-down menu, select Church Pastor Login. On this screen, you will enter your church's user ID and password. The user ID is your church's GCFA number. The password is most likely the number assigned to your church by the South Carolina Conference Treasurer's Office. If you are not sure about your user ID and login, contact the administrative assistant in your district office for assistance. Once you enter your user ID and password, click on Login. This page shows the name of your charge, the name of your church, the GCFA number, and the conference number. Look down the page to find the link for Ministerial Support Form and click on that link. On this page you can see the form that you completed last year for 2016. In order to complete a form for 2017, you must click on the link for New 2017 Form. Do not edit previous forms because preloaded information will be inaccurate and the form will not be available in the new submission process. Click on the link New 2017 Form. You are now on the first page of the Ministerial Support Form for 2017. You will see the name of your charge in the first blank. Next, you will enter your pastor's name. The dates for this support form are start date 01/01/2017 and the end date is 12/31/2017. Select the status for your pastor and the service time for your pastor. If your charge is a multi-point charge, select the name of the churches in each of the drop-down menus. For gross compensation, enter whole dollar amounts only. Select yes or no for the questions related to the parsonage. If you're entering a housing allowance, enter a whole dollar amount. The next question is new to the 2017 Ministerial Support Form. Enter the percentage of direct billing for each church on a charge. If your church is a station appointment, you will enter 100. The total percentage for direct billing must equal 100. For health care coverage, please remember that pastors who are less than 3/4 time, who are supply, or who are retired supply are not eligible for health care coverage. You must select not eligible in these instances. If your district superintendent is applying for equitable compensation for your pastor, that information is to be entered in the section for equitable compensation. If you need assistance with entering data here, contact your district office. If your church or charge is applying for funds from the Office of Congregational Development, include that information in the last section. Verify that all of your information and figures are correct. The form automatically calculates the total compensation for you based on the figures previously entered. Once you have verified all of your information, click on Add at the bottom of the page. You are now on page 2 of the Ministerial Support Form. You should see the name of your pastor, his or her status and service time, pensions participant, yes or no, and the name of the charge. You will see the name of the church or churches and the corresponding GCFA number or numbers. Next, you will see the amount of compensation you entered on page 1. The next section of this form, lines A through D, are critical to your pastor's information that will be filed with the Conference and General Board of Pensions and Insurance. Let's look at line B first. Your pastor will determine the amount that he or she wishes to designate as contribution to his or her pension plan. The amount in line C1A will be entered automatically depending on what type of insurance your pastor selected and you entered on page 1. Mandatory, not eligible, participant plus one dependent, participant plus family. Lines C1B and C2 are optional. If your pastor has questions, he or she should contact the conference office of pensions and benefits. Line D is for tax purposes for the pastor. He or she may choose to designate a portion of the salary for utilities and parsonage expenses. This is not required. When the whole dollar amounts for lines B through D are added and then subtracted from the total compensation, the remainder is entered into line A. The next section, Direct Billing Calculations, shows what the church or charge will pay, and the amounts are automatically calculated based on previously entered figures. Please enter complete contact information in the lines for church addresses. This is where the direct billing invoices will be sent. Of special importance here related to direct billing is to determine if your church has an up-to-date adoption agreement on file with the conference and the General Board of Pensions and Benefits, and a copy should also be in the district office. As an example, if your church or charge previously had a full-time pastor but now has a part-time pastor, you need a new adoption agreement for that part-time pastor. If a previous pastor has never participated in the pension plan, your church must submit an adoption agreement to the conference and to the General Board of Pensions and Benefits and file a copy with the district office. Once you have reviewed all the information on this page of the Ministerial Support Form, click on the option at the top of the form to save changes to Support Form. Once you are ready, click on the link to notify District Office to review Support Form. This is a new step for 2017 in the completion of the Ministerial Support Form. When you select Notify District Office to review Support Form, a message box pops up on your screen that reads, "Notifying the district office of this form will make the form not editable. The form can be reviewed and printed but not edited. If the district office finds errors or questions, the district office can re-enable editing by the church. If you are sure that you want to send your form for review by the district office, click OK in this message box." This is the view that the district superintendent will see when he or she clicks OK to review your ministerial support form. He or she will click on Review, and the ministerial support form that you have completed for your pastor will then be visible. Once the district superintendent reviews the ministerial support form, he or she can select Charge Editing Enabled if he or she finds errors or changes that need to be made to your ministerial support form. This will return the form to the church for corrections. If the form is correct as submitted for review, the DS will click on Successfully Reviewed and then Submit. Once the ministerial support form is reviewed and submitted, that form is locked and cannot be edited again. The church or charge can see the form and print the form for inclusion in the 2016 Charge Conference reports. If the person completing the ministerial support form for a church or charge has any questions or needs additional assistance with completing the form and submitting for review, then he or she should contact the district office.